everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about how I cleared my pizza of pepperoni. The pizza being my face, the pepperonis being my acne. So today I'm going to talk about how I cleared my skin, and I wanted this video to be chill, right? So I'm not wearing any face makeup. This is what my skin looks like now. I got a pimple right above my lip, which is weird. It's probably from wearing so much chapstick. So in this video I want to talk about my skincare routine and how I cleared my acne. It's been a very long time struggling with acne. I used to have a lot of big cysts along my face right here, and I got a couple over here, but it's mostly on the right side of my face. I don't really know why, because I sleep on both sides of my face and I touch both sides of my face, but my right side of my face was completely torn up. I have a lot of scarring on this cheek, which I've been trying to reduce as much as I can, even though it's permanent and there's not much I can do about it. And then my forehead, I still get pimples here quite a lot, but I haven't gotten any really bad acne, and I used to have a ton of bumps up here. And my acne was getting really bad around the time I was 16, so I decided to try Curology, and it definitely did not work for me. I think it's still a decent service. I think they're worth trying out and giving a shot, but it always felt like the longer I was on it, the more they were like, just keep waiting and you'll see results. But I was on it for over 3 months and I hadn't seen any results, so I finally canceled it. And the only ingredient I feel like was helping was niacinamide, which is something that brightens any red spots and patches, which I will mention in this video. I also wanted to mention about Curology that I ultimately stopped using it because it was really expensive, but also during the purging phase I started getting scars because it was really bad. And since I wasn't seeing any improvements and my skin just seemed to keep getting worse even after I was supposed to be done with the purging phase, I wanted to stop taking it. But I also know people that have had really good success with Curology, so I suggest if you have the extra money, like $40, $60 to spend on it, you can go ahead and give it a try and see what you think about it, or you can listen to what I'm about to show you. I don't have a lot of pictures without makeup when my face was at its worst. I have this Instagram story right here. I have a video, I will insert it. You can't really see the side of my face very well, but there's a lot of hyperpigmentation there and a lot of acne flare-ups still. And that's after I had been working on my acne for almost a year. And then there's another picture of the front of my face, and that's about all I could find. As you can tell, my skin has gotten so much better. I still have the scars there. I have a pimple forming right here from my excessive use of chapstick, and then I have a couple spots on my forehead, which is pretty normal for me. And I think the rest of my face is pretty clear, and I'm really proud of it. Somebody the other day complimented my skin. That has never happened before. So now I feel like I'm obligated to talk about how I've been clearing my skin. So first I'm going to start with what has made the biggest difference, which is Differin Gel. This lasts for about exactly 1 month if you use it every single night. For a bit I was using it every other night because my skin was so dry, but my skin wasn't doing as well then when I was using it every day, so I went back to using it every day. This has saved my skin so much, and I broke out so bad during the purging phase of this, but once I got past it, it took over 8 weeks, which they say 8 weeks. It took me closer to 12 to get past the purging phase, but once I got past it, my skin cleared up so well. It was slow, it was very slow, but it dries up my acne a little bit when I use it. Sometimes I will skip a day just because I'll get dry spots around my mouth and my nose. I feel like I did a terrible job at explaining what Differin Gel is, so I'm going to do that now. So Differin Gel is just adapalene gel, which is a retinoid, and what it does is it increases cell turnover in your skin so you get less acne, and it also helps to get rid of any acne that you do get because it decreases inflammation. You don't want to mix it with anything else, although I will mention that I do use benzoyl peroxide occasionally. And I do prefer this over Curology just because it's cheaper and it worked better for me, and that way I'm not using a topical antibiotic like I was on Curology. I do wear sunscreen when I go outside because there is an extra risk risk of burning and, you know, the fun skin cancer from your skin burning, I do wear sunscreen. And I have chosen to use a physical sunscreen. This is the Aveeno Positively Mineral Sensitive Skin Sunscreen. This works really nice. It's kind of thick, unlike me. But I chose a mineral sunscreen, which is gonna be thicker, over a chemical sunscreen because when in heat and like sweat is mixed in with a chemical sunscreen, there's a risk of increasing hyperpigmentation, and I didn't want that. So I decided to go with a mineral sunscreen, and I also I feel like it might be better for your body. I don't know. To cleanse my skin, I have been using the CeraVe cleansers. This is just a travel size. My full size is in my shower. For the longest time, I was using the foaming facial cleanser. I recently switched to the hydrating cleanser, and it has worked even better for me since my skin was getting so dry, especially during the winter time. I still really like the foaming one, especially since my skin gets really oily on my forehead. So it's really nice for that. But otherwise, I prefer the hydrating one. From CeraVe, I also use the Daily Moisturizing Lotion. This is so good. I love this so much. I use this as my daily moisturizer and my nighttime moisturizer. I probably need something more intense for nighttime, but I've been trying to simplify my skincare as much as possible because since my skin is very sensitive. Is so sensitive, and I think minimizing the amount of products you use is a good way to be able to tell if something is breaking you out or if something is working or not. And I can tell you, this is a really good product. There's a reason a ton of YouTubers recommend this, and I really like CeraVe as a brand. They have very good ingredients, and I appreciate them a lot. It's also cheap and available at Walmart, you know, the most important thing. A bottle of this lasts me like 6 months. I also want to mention the Ordinary Niacinamide and Zinc Serum. I went ahead and I picked this up because I wanted to see how it would work on any of my hyperpigmentation. I haven't been using it lately since my skin is looking pretty good. But when I was using this a lot, it worked so well. I was using this every night with everything else, and it was doing wonders. And I absolutely love this. I think it's a really good thing to look into if you're dealing with hyperpigmentation. So now for spot treatments, my favorite thing I found is blemish patches. These are just hydrocolloid spot treatments. They work really well. I don't really have any attachment to this brand. This is just the one they sell at my Walmart. That's why I picked up these. You can get pretty much any of these, but they're so cheap. These are $2 for a pack, and they last me a really long time. As soon as I get a really bad pimple, I go ahead and put this on and let it sit overnight. Usually it's not gone, but most of the pimple gets sucked up, which is so convenient for me, and it's really good for your skin not to be popping your pimples even though they hurt really bad and you want to, and this will help relieve some of that pressure. I also really like the Clearasil acne treatment. This is just a spot treatment that goes on and it dries on your face, a little white dot. So I use this sometimes at night when I have a pimple that doesn't really have a head, but I feel like I can dry it out a bit and it will go away faster. This is my favorite spot treatment cream that I have found, so I have to recommend it. I don't use a lot of this just because I'm using the different gel and I don't want to mix the benzoyl peroxide in this with everything else because that can dry out your skin, but since it's just a spot treatment, using it sparingly has worked really well for me. And that's everything I use. I'm just gonna take you through my skincare routine real quick. So at night, I use the CeraVe cleanser just to wash my face, and then I go ahead and with the different gel and I let that sit for 20 minutes on my skin before applying lotion, and that's all I do. And then the next day, if I'm going outside, I go ahead and I use sunscreen, and that's it. Unless I have a pimple I need to treat, I don't use these, but if I do, I do use them, of course. And I haven't been using this recently, but it's still a really good product and I wanted to talk about it, so that's optional. Although I don't think diet and lifestyle is gonna just magically fix your acne, I do think it can impact it. So trying to avoid stress, which is a very hard thing to do, but if you can, very nice thing for you and your body. Sleeping more is also really good for your body, drinking water, but I don't think any of that is just gonna clear your skin overnight. So that's everything that helped me. Just simplifying things, using good products, and now my skin is so much better and I'm no longer in pain, in physical pain, because my acne is not bad anymore, which is so nice. I hope this video was helpful for any of you. If you have any questions, go ahead and put them down in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. It really means the world to me. I hope you have a really good day. Bye! Paying for this every month is getting expensive, guys. And I just slapped my thigh. Oh, it kind of hurt. These are these are hydrocolloid spot treatments. Yes.